Hey everybody, this is Cool C Crypto with another video for you. And today it's going to be about what is an offline wallet and how to actually use it. It's going to be pretty short, brief, and fast and quick, so you can always just rewind it and go back. And today I'm going to show you Exodus, and the process is almost the same for other wallets, which I'll probably go over if you really want me to. But today I'll just show Exodus, and we'll be working with Litecoin. But first, let's go to the whiteboard. Alright, so what is a wallet? Well, right now, everyone really has a wallet right now, and the wallet is your bank, whether it's like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, whatever, right? So if you envision this, and remember what I said in my other video, right now you're in the learning series, the how to and what does this mean kind of like series or whatever, but what I started with was how does looking at lending and the lending area, but I'm going to also do some learning. As I learn and I go through it, I'm going to just make a little video about each piece that I'm figuring out and learning. That way you can follow along. So my first set of videos, I do go over and I explain how I use Coinbase, which is an exchange, which is almost kind of like a bank, but not really. It's just a place where you can trade money. You can trade between, different currencies. So let me explain this. Let's explain what you have now and the way our society works now with our fiat currency. Right now, you have your bank, right? You have your bank sitting here, whether it's Wells Fargo, whoever it is, and you go to work every day. You know, work hard, and you send your money through electronic transfer. No one really goes to deposit checks too much anymore. So your electronic transfer goes into your bank, and they keep an electronic ledger of what you spend, what you don't spend, adding, subtracting, and then you can log in and see your balance. When you want money, you go to the ATM, right? You can go to the ATM, or you can, take out some money, get the paper money if you want, or you can go to, say for example, you're just at the store and you want to buy something, you're at point of sale, right? And you're just going to buy something. So you spend money, right? And all this takes a deduction, or sometimes it can add money, whether it's returning a shirt or something like that. It can add money to your ledger at the bank or subtract money from your ledger at the bank. But the bottom line is the bank is controlling all of your money, right? So, and also you can do transfers, right? So say for example, you know someone who's a friend, you can take your money from your bank account and transfer it to someone else, or pay a bill, right? Everyone has bills. So you pay your bill and your money goes away, right? So this is what we have right now. And people always say, what's wrong with crypto? Well, something's wrong with crypto, it's supposed to get hacked. Well, what happens is when these guys get hacked, they're just backed by the U.S. government for up to a certain amount. Well, not really that. If there's like a run on the banks or something like that, or something happens, your money is typically insured, right, to a certain amount. So yeah, your money is insured up to a certain amount, right? So and typically we look at this as a secure environment because we see them. They're on every corner. You can go there and get your money. You have someone you can talk to or whatever. But the bottom line is they're in control. And without getting too much into the weeds, but these guys loan your money out and make money off of your money, right? They grow, and then they give you nowadays like what, point something percent, probably not even 0.05%. Who knows what it is? It's really little, so it doesn't even matter. I don't think anyone worries whether or not they get money from the bank. But the bottom line is, this is what they do, and so they don't really have a lot of money in the bank. So if everyone decided right now to go and withdraw all this money in their ledger, all this money right here, the banks would shut down. And that's what happens in other countries like Greece, Argentina, South America. You can just Google around and read about all that information. There's a run on the bank. So this is why the cryptocurrencies are taking over, because this whole section can be replaced. Right? So this is how money works right now. And the wallet is essentially really kind of sort of here if you think about it. Not even in your back pocket. For the most part, not anymore. When we used to do only cash, it would be, really locally, but nowadays everything is electronic. Most of these are electronic. So You know, you need some type of electronic device or a computer or something to get your money. So essentially, your wallet is digital and still here almost, just to be honest. So now let's take a look at what the new what a wallet does now, like a crypto wallet. Right now we have exchanges, right? Let's call this an exchange. Like you have Bittrex, Coinbase. I'll use Coinbase because that's what I use, right? Coinbase, and you'll see in a minute probably GDAX, and GDAX is nothing but Coinbase's trading platform, so I can switch between currencies for free and stuff like that. But Coinbase is very expensive when you're sending money outside of their system. But when you're sending money between their two, because they own both websites, so they don't really charge you to switch money between these two. And then I can buy and sell here. I can buy and sell Bitcoin, Litecoin, and the U.S. dollar, and trade the coin. So that's why I use Coinbase and GDAX right now. That's what I use. I'm like I said in my last video, I'm investigating other videos. Well, moving forward, this is an exchange, right? He holds your two keys. There's a private key, and then there's a public key. There's a private PRV, let's call it PRV, and a public key, PUB, right? They hold both. Well, they hold both keys. You can always have access to this one, right? While you're on the exchange, they always hold your private key. And then going back to the hacking thing, when people say, "Hey, you know, can't these exchanges get hacked?" And a lot of people say, "Don't leave your money on the exchange." I don't leave a lot of money on the exchange because they hold your private key. And if a criminal has both of these keys, your money is gone. Bottom line is they get this private key, your money is gone. But they hold it. So what happens is attackers attack this guy, steal the private keys, and then steal everyone's money, right? So that's basically how that works. But so what we want to do is people say, hey, to be safe, if you're going to save Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum for any long periods of time, what you should do is get yourself a wallet, right, and store it offline. All right. So that's what you want to do. Store it offline. So this is what you do here. You're going to take your let's go here real fast. Let's kind of clean this up just a little bit. All right, let's go back here. Okay. All right, so we'll go back to our exchange. Again, they have the public and they have the private, both keys. So what we'll do is we're going to create ourselves our own wallet on our own computer, laptop, and if you want, you can do a paper wallet. So you're going to use some device. You would download it to some device or install a tool, the wallet. So say for example I want to do Litecoin. I can go to Litecoin's website, download their wallet, install it on my computer, and then create a key and send money to that key. I will then have the public and the private key, and I can do what I want with it. But once again, just like a bank and just like the exchange, if this ever gets stolen, this laptop, the criminal has my money. So that's why what we do is we take it off of the laptop and put it on paper, and then we lock it inside of a big safe, right? And lock it up for good in your basement, and maybe take one copy and lock it in your parents' safe or your friend's safe or whatever, someone who you trust or whatever, or something like that, right? And that way you'll have a little bit of redundancy. This is an extra step, optional, obviously, but that's what you can do just in case something happens to your house, burns down or something like that. But that piece of paper here is like a bearer bond. It's your money, and they have those keys. It has the private key and the public key on that piece of paper you can print out. Or if you have a very secure laptop or something, you can just leave it there. But this is what we're going to do today. We're going to look at Exodus. So we're going to go to Exodus website. We're going to download. The application, which is already on my computer, and then we're going to send money to it, send some Litecoin to the Exodus application, and then I'll have a little bit of Litecoin offline already for us to use. So now I hope you understand this whole flow. Hopefully it makes sense. So let's end this and move on. Alright, so right now I'm in my GDAX account, and what I've already done is I've copied a little bit of Litecoin over here. It's maybe like $2 or $3, so it's nothing. So what I'm going to do is go over to the Exodus website. Once you go to their website, it's pretty nice. And this app is really nice, but on here I haven't used it a lot. But the fees here are you can't adjust the fees. Some wallets, some offline wallets will allow you to adjust the fees, and this one, from what I understand, doesn't. So, but it's very clean, very nice looking wallet. As you can see here, exchange, and you can receive, and they have various different altcoins that you can use. They don't have all of them, but they have, you know, a good amount. And hope if they have what you want, then that's perfect because you can use it, and then you can store. You can also shapeshift between your currencies using this tool because it actually communicates with the shapeshift, or I think it's either coin changer, one of the two sites, and it will convert your coins from, say, Bitcoin to Ethereum or whatever in the app, instead of going out to those respective websites and then doing it there. So it can do a lot, and it also shows the total. Like this is an example of if you have a break. It will show you a breakdown of all your coins if you owned all these various coins. So it's a very clean, pretty nice website and interface. So basically, we'll go to download and download the latest version and install it, right? And you want to make sure that your laptop is free of any viruses and everything. You know, you want to make sure you're on a pure machine. If you share it with your children and they're downloading games and all this other stuff, you probably want to use a virtual machine or a bootable thumb drive with like Linux on it and something like that, and do all your work on that and save it offline. I can get into that. It's more technical, but you can do it in a pure operating system versus one that's shared. So, like I said, because your public and your private key will be in this application or sitting on your hard drive, and you want to keep it safe. So, okay, moving forward. So you download the app, you get the app. Okay, then we'll come here, we'll start the app up. Boom. Now the app is running. And then you can go into settings, and then you can select which coins you think you would be interested in, and they will appear as options for you to work with. So I have Dash selected, EOS, Ethereum, and what we care about today is Litecoin. So now that I've selected those, and my US wallet is nothing, I can go over here to my wallet. Right now you can see all the ones that I have selected here. Very clean, very nice. And then what I want to do is I want to receive some oh crap, I have to hit Litecoin. Then I have all to receive some Litecoin. So I will click the receive button. It's very simple. It's going to give me my code. And if you'd like to send me some free money, that's fine, because that's what this code is. Nothing serious, doesn't mean anything. It's not my private key or anything. It's just my key and my receive key. Right? So here we go. We want to send this. So what I'm going to do is copy this, right? And now I'm going to go back to my GDAX, which is over here. And like I said, GDAX is nothing but Coinbase. And then I'm going to do withdraw, right? And I want to withdraw some Litecoin, and I'm going to do max, which is only a couple dollars. Then I'm going to type in that address. And remember, that was the receive, and this is the so this is going to be the destination. So now I need to go to my phone, because like I said, you always want to use two-factor authentication. So go to my two-factor authentication app on my cell phone. And this is to make it secure. So if someone were to break into my account, they would need this number in order to transfer money out of my account. So you want this installed on your phone. Make sure you set it up with all your either lending sites that you're involved with, or all of your exchanges, or anything. If anything, any banking site have to do with money has a two-factor authentication, enable it. So now I'm going to do withdrawal. Boom. Very simple. Done. So now, and the reason why I chose Litecoin, because we're going to test to see how fast Litecoin really is. Remember, everyone always says Litecoin is so fast. It's the newer Bitcoin. It's so light, fast, and cheap. So we'll see. Like I said, this is all about us learning and doing this thing together, but using my money. Let's see if it goes away and works. So let's go back to Exodus. There we go. Should I close it up? There we go. So here we go. So let's close that up. Let's try to do a refresh, see if we get some money. I don't know if we have anything yet. It'll be taking a little while. I don't know how long it's going to take. Should take a while. Okay. It comes through. I don't know how often this actually refreshes. You can assume this. Then here, there's no option to refresh. That's what I'm looking for now. They have the different skins, portfolios, wallets, Bitcoin, nothing. Nothing. Where did my money go? So we're still waiting. So let's go back and take a look to see if we can look at the history. Oh, I heard something. That was awesome. Sounded like some change. Alright, that was awesome. Let's go back. I think it came through. Let's check it out. Yeah, there it is. $2.93. That was pretty quick. Wasn't too long, just a few seconds. Alright, and now once you get money inside of your wallet, you can do a backup. And this is where it gets into you need to type in a password. I will have to create a password, right? And then you can take this, then you can back this wallet up to an external. Okay, after you go through the 4 steps, step 1 is just what you see, and then step 2 is the actual email password. So you type in your password twice to verify, and then the next step is a 12-word backup that you are supposed to keep inside of a safe deposit box or a locked vault. So this is, in my diagram where I said you would get that piece of paper to take offline, this is, Exodus is more of a half online, half offline backup because it's tied into their system. Whereas though, if you go directly to Litecoin or go directly to Bitcoin and use their wallet to do the backup, it's truly like offline, meaning everything is just offline. You don't have to reconnect to anything. You have to reconnect to the network to rebuild your chain of trust, to communicate and catch up your local copy to the rest of the world, and be able to communicate and send and receive Bitcoins or Litecoins, whatever you're doing. But you can see your key, your public key, and everything as it stands. So anyway, what I did was I walked through those 2 steps. I printed out my 12-word backup phrase, and then it gives you this screen, and you have to log out, and you check your email, and you have a link. And from that link, if you double-click that link in your email, the email that you put in, you can restore your data on a different laptop. So now, if I go to someone else's house, I can download the Exodus app, and then I can go to that email, click on it, and then pull my public key into that on that laptop, recover it on that laptop, and start using it as long as I have the username and password that I put in here. So that's pretty much it. So it's still like a third-party person in with this, which makes it not really 100% offline, but you probably should get the point. And what we'll do is we'll go over another one, and then I'll show you the differences, and then you'll understand a little bit more. But at any rate, this is still secure because they need to know your password, they need to have access to your email, and they need this 12-word backup phrase, which, is 12 words that no one's going to guess. Okay. All right. So anyway, I hope this helps, and I hope this, you download it, take a look at it. They may have some altcoins that you want to buy, and this is a good way an easy way. It's very intuitive. Okay. All right. Hope you subscribe and press the like button and the thumbs up and everything, please, because that helps out other people who are looking for this information. And that's pretty much it. And also, if you want to join any of the lending ICOs, all the links are below as well. So, hey. Have a good day, and talk to you later. Peace.